Hi, wonderfuls, and welcome to another video. This is the first video of a really good, big, amazing, awesome series that I'm producing for all of you. And this is presented by one of my um, brands called Kiff Media UK. And it's all about helping you to set up. It's all marketing and basic design for small businesses. And this is particularly for those of you who've got a business and are transitioning on bringing your business online. This is a great opportunity to learn all the basic skills that you can use to help leverage your business to that next level that allows you to have the sense of professionalism, also brand yourself to a higher level, and it's just really awesome. And you get to be super creative and enjoy the experience as well. Okay, so I just wanted to, in today's video, we're going to talk about how to design a basic logo for your brand. Now, if I'm honest, what I really lacked in the beginning was the graphic design part. So if you have a graphic designer friend, keep them close because they will come very much in hand. And the whole point of a graphic designer gives you this high quality, professional look that is incredible. Like, I love all the graphic designers that I've ever worked with. And if I'm honest, I'd love to learn how to do graphic designing because it's just one of those tools as a entrepreneur myself. If you start out, you don't particularly have the money to be paying 250 to 500 to even £1,000, and you pay for it, right? And there's a lot of people that I wouldn't mind paying for, but right now when you're starting up, you don't really want to have one of your expenditures being a logo that could be a failed business opportunity, right? And it's not that we create businesses to fail, but even this Kiff Media UK, I designed this logo about a year ago, I think, or 2 years ago. I can't quite remember. But I was going to start this Kiff Media UK, but I decided to keep it on the side for now because I decided to focus on other things. And I just feel right now it's been a good opportunity to bring it back. And actually, I love it. Look here, 2 years down the line, I'm back to designing, back to online marketing, because I really wanted to make sure that I had the tools first before I presented my skills. But anyway, it was something that I did in the matter of minutes, and I love the color scheme now. Even it's nice and fresh, it's clear, it's very edgy. I love it. It's super creative, just like me. So I just want to say that this tools that I'm going to give you right now is perfect for those who are starting out and to rebrand yourself. Okay, so before we go into the hows, I just want to show you a few of my styles, and then you can get to see what I like, what I do. My style is very much minimal, play on your brand's name. So using the letters of your brand's name and using shapes to give you that extra level. Okay. So it's about finding creativity in shapes and letters. Okay. So, and then also having a color scheme as well. So this over here, so all of these, I think what I'm about to show you is very much my own brand, but this over here, it's so simple. This is for my audio by Tasha, which is all my sound design, or my sound design brand, because I needed to give myself another brand that was very much away from the Kiff brand. If I was to work in a corporate environment, I needed to sound professional, and I wanted to make my brand look a little bit more, it was a lot different, but yet still into the audio. So I kept it black and white. Firstly, this was 2 triangles I put together over here, this B. So this is like A, B, T. And this circles that I added, and I put the letter T in here, and this was just like a triangle, a broken triangle that I flipped upside down. And then this was actually paid, this circle, the largest circle over here. But if you sign up to Canva Pro, the graphic designing online free content that I use is Canva. And I will show you in a minute about how to do it, because we'll do a tutorial with you. But I just wanted to show you a few things of my style, and then we'll get into the video. I'll put a timestamp so that you can just skip ahead should you need to. So I use Canva, and this was like a pro feature, this bigger circle, but I decided to basically just pay for it that time, because I wasn't really sure if I wanted the pro, but now I'm 100% pro, because it's the best £9 I spend a month. Okay, and then this is my other brand, being Miss Kiff, which is so simple, so simple. This is more of a banner, but basically I just wanted to choose one font, and I wanted to have a heart, and the heart is basically, my brand's all about self-love, so I just wanted to give the heart there. Now so then this other one is my DJ brand, so, and my music artist brand is Miss Kiff. So Miss Kiff, as a artist, she's very bold and in your face, and she's almost like my extra persona, right? That alter ego that we all have, that inner diva, that inner goddess, that inner fire. And I wanted something fierce, so I just used a photo of mine, and later on, should I need to print that, that'd be very easy, because even if it masks black and white, you can still see the outline of my body, and that is pretty fierce, right? And it's so easy. I did this with Canva as well. Canva allows you to give like a clear background, so you can, if you have a photo on a white background, you can remove the white background into a SVG format, so that you can basically put it on any overlay it on any image. So that might be all a little bit much, but we'll get into it. So this was another brand that I made up, and I'm very much a brand builder, let's put it that way. I've got a lot of ideas. So this was Nourish Shanti, which is all about physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. And I wanted to have something very organic, something simple. And again, I chose my font that I wanted, and then I just used it in an upside down S, which looks so professional and sleek, which is pretty cool, with an actual background. And then this was just one more that I did, which was on a level Productions, which was going to be my events company, but I've now discarded it, because I've gone with Kiff Music. So again, I love gray and pink, very simple, just a square inside a square, but rotated it and then used a different font. Okay, so let's get into the video now that you've seen my type of style. So what you're going to do is, okay, so I will link a link in the description below, which is about Canva.com. Okay, so you could either do the free one, which is nothing, you pay a month and you get like, there's so much you could do with the free online concept. And if you don't want to, there is some pro features that you have And if you don't want to pay for the monthly pro, then you can always just buy any higher grade pictures that you will need. But I would suggest trying it for 30 days and see how you feel. But since I already have an account, let's just log in. Again, I'll link this down below. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how I did this. I literally designed this today in a matter of minutes. It was quite awesome and ridiculous how I did it. So I've decided to launch my own music label, which means I can do my events under the music label, which is pretty awesome, my music events. And the music label is very much just distribution at this stage, because I would like to get my music on Beatport, and in order to do that I need to create a label. And in today's day and age, I've decided that it is time to do it. So I'm going to show you how I did this. So before you start with your logo, I want you to think about what is the impression that you'd like people to look at, like when they see it, what do you want them to see? What is the value concept that you're trying to come across? So if you're trying to be professional and minimal, or do you want to be authentic? So there's a bit more authenticity behind it with the different font stuff. So before you get to this design process, I would think about what is the concept you're looking at. Is there a shape or a specific image that can define your brand? So if you look at Apple, the brand, Apple has an apple with a bite in it, and it just has Apple. What has Apple got to do with Apple products, right? But because it's so simple and so sleek, for me, Apple's logo is perfect because it's such a high-end product but so minimal logo, right? And for me, that's kind of my inspiration behind logo designs. Is all about being minimal but catchy, right? Because people are intrigued, like, what is this? I want more, So this is why, for me right now, you can't tell me that this is anything got to do with music, right? Unless the fact that I put Kiff Music there. And that's kind of what I was going for, is just something super minimal, and that's it. So just remember, what are you looking to gain out of your first instance of capturing your audience, right? Many tips is, don't be complicated, have a very minimal background, have something clear so that it's easy to print on merchandise or flyers, because if your brand's going to be moving on flyers or on different websites and stuff, you want it clear, obvious, so people can see. Then the second thing you want to do is you want to literally spend about 3 to 4 hours deciding what font you want. And trust me, you're going to spend that time deciding a font. It is just the most time wasting thing that I've ever come across with designing. So my brand text are very much, let me just create a new page here. So what's amazing, actually, so they just have a standard template that says logo that you can just click into, by the way, with Canva. If I just show you quickly, so you can scroll, they've got loads of things over here. Canva is just incredible. It's like you can go to logo, Instagram, video, poster, worksheets, Facebook cover, everything. So we're going to go into logo. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is have a text, okay? So what's amazing about Canva, you can set your default to, depending on which are if it's pro or free, but it doesn't matter, because if you use a lot of it, it just basically adds it to the top. But as you can see over here, I use, for my brands, I've got Lotto Heavy and Roberto condensed. If I'm honest, I try to keep them very much 1 to 2 fonts. I don't mix a lot of fonts because it looks tacky. You want to think of high-end professionalism. Compare yourself to another brand that inspires you, right? If it's if if it's Apple, for instance, very sleek, very minimal, high-end. That is my focus. That's what I'm going for. Okay. And what's another tip is that, for instance, I found a lot of these extras. So this one is extra, but I think this is on the pro account now. But that's my Kiff Media UK font for that one. And also, what's great is that you go online, find your fonts, download the fonts for free, add it to your computer, and then you just load it into, I think it loads automatically into Canva, or you just have to add it. But I'll do a separate video on fonts. If that's something you would like to know about, just leave me a comment section down below. So yeah, you can literally go through all the fonts and etc. But I've already got my font, and I'm going to go with Latte Heavy. So first I like to do is, for instance, it's basically Kiff Music. So I try to break it down with a K. And then what I do is, there's no copy sign over here. So you just Command C and Command V, and I go M. So now I've already got my M and my K. And what I first decided, because basically, because of my brand, Miss Kiff, I've already, so for instance, this is a logo of a well-known tech house producer, actually, Martin something. And that's actually a logo on itself, but that's like pretty sleek. In 2 seconds, you've got a logo. So I thought to myself, okay, cool, let's see, this is pretty cool. I like how it joins there. And I literally just play around by rotating. So I saw that this basically, so this really looked amazing like this. So I decided to, what does it look like rotated? So all I did is I rotated this, and I rotated this. And I was like, wow, that looks pretty awesome. But because it's on the side, I didn't like how elongated that is. That's even like a really cool logo. So I then decided to keep the K on the side and re-rotate this M like so. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to join them up and see what this looks like. And that's pretty much my logo. So what you can do is you hold shift, and click on them both. And then there's a thing called group here, which is awesome. So if you move this around, it just resizes the whole thing, the whole text by itself. So what I can do now is there's a few things that I can do. So before I carry on to the whole design, I want to show you a little trick, which is awesome. And I think this is, again, a pro feature, or you can just pay for it. So you go to download. So there's a drop down menu, download, and it says transparent background. So I want to download this because I basically want to be able to have this logo fixed. So I can just put it onto any design. And I'm going to do actually how to do a Facebook banner in my next video with Canva. So I'll show you. So simple, so straightforward. So literally all I have to do is, it has to be in PNG because it says this PNG is the format of it. It's a high quality format of this. And all I have to do is download, so which is pretty awesome. Okay, so all I have to do now is what I love about Google Chrome, by the way, if you don't have Google Chrome, download it. It's fantastic because it shows you like a download button at the bottom. All you have to do now is drop this into Canva, and because it's a So if I had to delete that now, and add that, there you go. My logo is sorted. But I'm just going to Control Z that because I just realized. Make sure that this is quite big before you do that. So let's just make this super big. Oh, this will be such, do you know what? I'm so excited about this logo. I literally designed it today and it's like the best ever. I can't wait to do some merchandise with it. Okay, so, and what I love about Canva is also they do an app, so you can basically design this on your phone. It's a little bit temperamental at times, which sucks, but it's okay. We can deal with that. It's great on the iPad, it's better on the iPad. So you see, this is so cool. Super high definition. Oh, amazing. So I'm actually going to go back into this because we've already compressed this file once. I don't want to compress it again because it's going to be blurry. So you always want to work at a higher level every time. And obviously, if I'm making a banner, that's fine. But because we're doing a logo, let's be awesome with it. So then I was like, okay, cool. Where do I go from here? Now, I know that Canva does these really cool features that are elements. Okay. And I came across, so let me just show you where I found it. So it's a thing called gradients. Now, some of it might be paid, some of it's on Pro. So all you go is see all. Okay, so if you just scroll your mouse over the images, you'll be able to see, oh, they're quite like, basically most of them are free. Okay, so you can maybe use this one on the background. So you make it big, you go position backward, and maybe you want to like flip that around, like something like that, which is pretty cool. Your brand colors, make sure you know your brand colors. I'll do another video about branding. But my brand colors are basically white, pink, and black. 3. Your palette should not be more than 3. Okay. So if we go like a little bit black, a little bit of pink, and that's pretty awesome actually. So you can do something like that. And you also want to make sure that when you're doing your branding logo, you want to think of the shape. So if you look at my shape already, I've got like a lot of triangles going on, a little bit of square. So I didn't really want to put like a circle, like a solid circle, which is something like this, straight behind it, because I felt like it just wasn't serving me at all. It didn't feel right. Okay, that just doesn't feel right to me. That just looks super plain and boring. So I thought, okay, let's change it up. I kind of want a little bit of circle vibe. So I fell in love with this little image over here. And if we make it pink, so I've just decided to make it fully pink. And all I did is I first decided to bring it off center. Backward, I was just like, oh, actually, I like the look of that. And I just dragged it all the way down. Come all the way like this. So yeah, and this was, I think, a little bit more smaller. So basically that's it. That's my logo. My logo is the actual, the K and the M, but the K is flipped around, which looks quite cool actually. And then I've just given it a little bit of color and texture for the back, which is the pink. And then with my, again, sticking to my brand fonts, because Miss Kiff is my massive brand. Everything else is just a set off from my brand. And that's how I wanted it. I didn't want to start any projects that is, that was not going to bring it back to my brand, you know? That's why I'm very hesitant on which projects I start on. But anyway, so yeah, you could just basically add it here at the bottom. You can make it higher font. What you can also do, if you go to the spacing, you can actually separate the letters a little bit, which is actually a little bit better than what I have before. And there you go. A super slick, high definition logo for you, which is incredible. And all you have to do is download PNG, which is amazing. You can also do JPEG, because some online platforms need it differently, but that's it. And if you wanted to do, like, instead of having Kiff Music, if I wanted to have a slogan, I could do New Age Progressive House label. And I can do it a little bit smaller, bring that out. And there you go. Perfect. Download this. Like, you don't need anything more. Keep it simple. It's so important. It's so important. And look, they give you a little, what I love about Canva, they show you how it will look on a business card. How sleek does that business card look? I could be handing it out left, right, and center. And do you know what? You don't have to pay for it. Your business cards now, you go online, you just upload this beautiful design online on Vistaprint, on any business card production. And all you have to do is click, buy. How cool. You haven't paid anything for a graphic designer. And if you do take the Canva Pro option, which, if I'm honest, it's highly recommended. It's only £9 a month, which is a bargain, like an absolute bargain. I'll leave you a link in the description below so you can get the Canva link for you. But let's just look at our design. Let's just get away from this guy. How incredible is that? 1, 2, 3, boom, you've redesigned and branded yourself. I would maybe make this bold though, because it looks a bit pixelated. So you need to always, when you export, always look at your images and know that when you upload it to Facebook, it's going to compress it. Okay, so what's great is I can put this on. So I just want to show you quickly. If we go to my Facebook, this is all I've rebranded today. So I've been doing a little bit of rebranding because basically a new opportunity came along to me where I am now proud record label owner, which is awesome, you know. Okay, so as you can see, there you go. Looks a little bit like Oriental, if I'm honest. So there you go. Less than 10-15 minutes, we've done a logo, and anybody can do it, right? Anybody can do it. So in my next video, I'm going to show you how to do a Facebook banner with your same design, which is pretty awesome. And I'll just show you as well, I put this on my Instagram as well, which is the same thing, which is It looks so good. I like the other one we did better spaced out. So this was the first design. Again, doesn't matter. You can always come back to it, let it sink in, come back to it, refurbish. But yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial on how to design a logo with Canva. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media. Definitely, I've got a lot of social media, but for this specific series, it is Kiff Media UK. I'm bringing you loads of tips and tricks with online business. Very much for startups or for those transferring into the online industry, and it can be a little bit overwhelming, but trust me, your girl here has been slaying for years and has helped multiple companies with rebranding and really designing quick media for social media or YouTube video content. So stick with me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.